Hello, beautiful. Today, I want to dive right into high ticket sales with you. I want to talk about 7 sneaky things that are sabotaging all your high ticket calls. And once you find out what these 7 things are and create awareness about them, you can, after this video today, start increasing your conversion rate by 25 or 50 or even 75% right now. You can close more sales. You can start working with people that you really want to work with in your coaching business. So stay to the end, because 5, 6, and 7 are the 3 things that are going to change your life today. Okay, so if this is your first time here, welcome. My name is Mimi Dabo. I'm a high ticket business coach, and I work with spiritual women coaches to support them to quickly add multiple 6 figures or 7 figures to their coaching income within 18 months by selling $25,000, $50,000, and $100,000 coaching offers. Okay, now let's dive right in. The first sneaky thing that's happening in your coaching business is that you're making sales all about you. And here's the thing, everything I'm going to talk about today, I learned in the 90s, because one of my jobs when I was putting myself through law school was cold selling. So I had a cold sales job for about 6 months, and everything I'm talking about today, I learned from my sales trainer and from my colleagues. I was the only woman in the room. I was the only Black woman in the whole building. I was with 35 guys, and it was the most amazing experience of my life. And it taught me 80% of what I do in my high ticket business right now. So this is going to help you. And the first one again is you're making it about you. So here's the thing. What I noticed and what I was taught in cold sales is that sales is a mindset. Apart from the fact that it's just practice, it's a mindset and it's a game. So you play the game to win. And here's the game. It's not a sleazy, dirty little game. It's a game of giving people what they want. So every morning we came into work, the trainer would have all 36 of us, 35 guys and myself, huddled around in a small circle for 10 minutes. And he would tell us, we're going to go play the game. We're going to play the game, play to win today, play to win, give people what they want. And so it's like we knew going in every morning that we were going to play a game, and that game was to give people what they want. And when you play the game to give people what they want, all you want to do is win. It completely shifts your mindset. You take it away from sales is about me, I don't want to get rejected, sales are hard, to just playing a simple game where you're giving everyone what they want, where you're loving on them, where you're serving them, and just giving them exactly what they want. And you can even create prizes for yourself. At our job, what our trainer did was at the end of every night, he would say one person who got the highest number of sales was going to get $100. And he didn't go by the number of calls, because we could all just do 200 calls a day and say I had the highest number of calls. It was the person who had the highest dollar amount in sales. And he did that for 90 days. And I got 52 of those 90 days, I got the $100 bill. So I was the highest salesperson for cold sales for 52 days, not in a row, but most of those 90 days. And it was really exciting, because what I learned from that was sales is not about me. Selling is not about me. It's a game. I'm here to give people what they want. And every morning we came in, let's win this game. Let's give people what they want. It was really, really funny. I can't do the whole guy voice, but the energy was just off the chain. And the second thing was you're trying to be more. I learned this from the guys, okay? When you're selling, you're just selling the thing that people want. You're giving them exactly what they want. You don't have to be more. And what I see a lot with women who are selling $50,000 packages or $25,000 or even $100,000 packages, especially spiritual women coaches, is that they think, oh my God, to sell this, I have to do something extra. I have to shut down all my boundaries and bow down to the person who's buying the thing because they're paying me $50,000. And here's the thing, you don't need to do that. You should never have to close your boundaries, shut down boundaries, give people more, roll over and play dead because somebody's giving you money for something they want. So what would happen is that the guys that I worked with were very just blasé about it. It's kind of like, yeah, it's $20,000 or it's $50,000 or whatever, and they just stop and then they get the money. But women, what I've seen, even with myself, is you feel like you have to prove your worth. You feel like you have to go over and abroad and do extra and throw in every bonus in the book. First of all, I don't do bonuses, and I don't encourage anyone to do bonuses when they're doing high ticket, because high ticket clients are not here for the bonus. They're here for the outcome that they're paying you for. So focus on that. Everything else is a distraction and a reason for an objection. That's all the bonuses are when you sell on a high ticket coaching offer. So focus on the outcome and focus on giving people what they want without feeling like you have to do something extra, okay? Let's say you're a relationship coach and you have a $200,000 package or offer, and you help married couples rehab their marriage so they don't have to pay $1 million in divorce, go through child custody, deal with all kinds of stuff. It's exhausting. And then split up and have to go to therapy and take pills because now there's depression involved too. And you're going to save them from that. You're going to add 20 years of married bliss to their lives. You're going to help their kids grow up in a structured environment with loving parents who are kind and compassionate because they have the tools for all of this. And you're concerned about charging $200,000 for a lifetime of bliss and peace and joy and a marriage that works? That's priceless, okay? It's a drop in the bucket. The investment is a drop in the bucket. Well, let's say you're a health coach and you help people reverse diabetes, and you are scared to charge $100,000 for your offer for a whole year to help someone add 20 more years to their lives, to help someone be healthy and whole and feel and look good naked and feel strong enough to be with their grandkids or their kids or their spouse and travel the world and do what they want to do, when you are concerned because your package is worth $100,000. Or let's say you're a business coach and you help people quickly add multiple 6 figures or 7 figures to their business, and you're charging $100,000 and you're scared to say the price, or you think you have to do extra at a bonus. Let's see what happens here. The future value of them working with you is probably $2 million a year. And they do that for the next 20 years and they get $40 million or $200 million or $100 million. And all they have to pay is $100,000 today to create that future value for the next 20 years. What's the problem? You don't have to be more. Just give people what they want, what they're asking for, and stop right there. Serve them, deliver on it, but don't be more, okay? So the third thing is, you're a fish trying to swim in the sand. And this one is really important, so stick with me on this one. With the guys, when we were on the calls, they would run around the room, they would do push-ups, they would high-five each other, they would jump up and down and dance and be like, woo, woo, woo. Every time they got a sale or thought they were going to get the sale, they would, spin around, throw balls. It was like a football game. And sometimes I had to dodge the ball, hit in my head, and I thought, what is going on? Where are we? But it helped them. It was their energy and the environment. And, fast forward to 2020 years later, I got a text from my friend I was working with. And he said, I suck at sales. And he was the one that was getting the big contracts and doing all the big stuff. And I said, what's going on? He said, I suck at sales. I'm on Zoom and I hate being on video, so I suck at sales. And here's the thing that many people think. You don't suck at sales. You don't hate sales. You love sales. You probably love sales more than you love coaching. What you hate is that you're stuck being on video selling when you want to walk around the room throwing a ball, high-fiving somebody, or maybe dancing while you're on a sales call. That's what you hate. You hate that you're trapped in this place that you've put yourself in thinking, I need to be on Zoom. And I see this with a lot of people. A lot of women say to me, Mimi, I hate sales, I'm not good at it. But you haven't even tried it yet. What you hate is the fact that you have to go be on video to do the sale. So don't do that. Consider just having a phone call. Consider switching the environment to match your needs. Be in alignment. Being out of alignment when you're doing a sales call, it sucks. If you hate being on video for sales because you need to move around, you need to dance, you need to stand up. The guys used to pace back and forth on the sales call and, play with the ball or some kind of thing in their hands and just stretch it. And I can't imagine them sitting on a Zoom call right now to do the same thing. It would suck for them. And they would think they hate sales. It's not hating sales. It's not that sales is hard. It's that you're out of alignment with the environment. So if you're not into doing a Zoom call, don't do a Zoom video call. Just do a phone call. If you're used to doing face-to-face and this is harder for you, then maybe Zoom video will be better because you can still see the person, and that might make you feel more relaxed. So figure out the environment that's going to work for you, and then create that space for each of your calls. And taking perfect action. So try to see what works best for you. Try different things and see what works, and settle on the one that allows you to be fully in alignment, to be fully yourself, to show up with your grace, with your compassion, with your love, and be in service to the people who are coming to you and sharing their deepest needs with you, sharing their deepest dream with you, sharing the thing that they want to create. So being that space that allows them to show up and feel safe to tell you what they want, and for you to feel powerful enough to share with them how you can help them. So if this is landing with you, if you resonate with these first 3 things I've talked about, I want you to hit subscribe, because then you get to come back for more and you get to create more value in your business, increase your conversion rate, and probably sell more than you've ever sold in the last 12 months. Okay? So that was number 3. Number 4, you're being cold. One of the things I learned from the guys, again, they're awesome guys. One of the things I learned was that you have to sell to family. You know, the trainer will always say, don't forget, we're all family and we're selling to family. And I didn't know what that meant in the beginning. But what it was, I'll hear the guys come on the phone and they'll be like, so Jack, how you doing? How's your wife? How are the kids? What's happening? And I thought, oh, they know each other. They probably went to school together. I mean, I don't know. And they'll get off the phone. I said, what were you doing? And they go, I was warming my leads up. It was a warm up. And I said, I thought you know them. And they said, no, you have to make them feel like you know them. You have to make the relationship on that call or the video so intimate that they think they're the only thing you want to listen to. They have to feel your curiosity vibe at 100 and feel like this is the most special conversation they've ever had in their lives. So let's see, how does this work for women coaches? Let's say you have a website. No, actually, this is how I'll tell you how I do it. I am into inbound sales. I love outbound sales. I've done cold calling. I've done direct sales for 5 years. I love it. I know how to do it, so it's in my back pocket, but I really love inbound sales. I love creating a space where people can come and I share value with them. They come into my world and they keep coming back for more. Like now, you've hit subscribe on this video, so you're going to keep coming back for more value. And I have blog posts where I share value. Every week, there's 3 blog posts going out. People come into my world, they read the blog post, they get on my email list, or they just apply to work with me. And then on my email list, when I send out emails, I personalize every email. So the person reading on the other end thinks, oh wow, she knows my name and she's talking to me. In fact, one of my business coaches was on my email list and she doesn't have a website. She doesn't do any online marketing or anything like that. She does her business by referral and she has a wait list for that. But one day she got one of my emails and her name was in the subject line and in the email. And she said, oh my gosh, I love the email you sent to me. I love that you were talking to me. And I said, look, everybody got the email with their name in it. And she's like, what? I said, I didn't write 1,000 different emails to 1,000 different people. I literally just put, there's ways you can code that in. And it goes to them and they feel really special and they reach out and communicate with you. That's how you sell to family. Create a space, build the garden, build a tree, build a community where people can come and feel like they're getting something from you before they get on a call with you, okay? And that way they feel like family and they feel like they know you, like they like you, that they trust you. So people get on the call with me and they go, how's your daughter doing? Because they feel like they know me because they're on my email list and I share stuff with them that it's intimate and they get that and feel like, oh wow, I feel like family, So that's number 4. Number 5 is, this is really important. You're not screening your calls. That's the sneaky thing that's happening, why you think you hate sales. So you're getting people on the call who are in a different part of the journey from the work that you're doing. So maybe you're helping people to make 10K months and you're on a call with someone who is trying to add six figures to their month, okay? And all your messaging has been talking to them about 10K months and that's not where they are in the journey. But now they're on your call and there's this disconnect because they're not hearing what you're saying, you're not listening to what they're saying because they came on the call thinking we're going to do something else. So screen your calls, all right? Even the cold calling we did was screened. So if I'm cold calling people and I'm selling relationship coaching, I'm helping women coaches, those are my target market. I'm not gonna call all the female attorneys in the law firm down the street. They're not my people. So if I'm gonna cold call, I'm gonna screen to find out who are the best people to call, where are the people that I wanna work with located, and I can find them and get their numbers and call them. And in our coaching businesses that we have online businesses, You can put an application on your website or get a landing page with an application, but don't just put your phone number for everybody to call you, or your your link to schedule a call with you. Put an application on the call. And this is why I do this, because when people get on the call with me, they've already been in my world because I have this space for them. And now they've gone through the application process. And on that application form, there are very strategic questions that I ask that allow the conversation to go smoothly during the sales call and allow them to say yes to me because they feel fully supported and we're fully clear on everything. The only reason why they get on the call after the application form is for me and them to co-create that vision, for them to dream that dream that they're dreaming, for me to listen, for me to identify where the gap is and reflect it back to them so they see it, and for them to see if what I'm offering is what is going to support them, and for me to see if I believe that the thing I have is really what they need to get to where they want to be, and for us to see if we're a great fit to work together, and for them to give me the Amex card so I can charge for the work we're going to do together, and then set our first date. That's what the sales conversation is for. But to screen, put questions on there that are going to allow you to really deep dive. Don't mess around and do baby questions because you're scared that you're going to put them off. That's one form of self-sabotage in your business, is where you're allowing people to come in who you're not connected to, who you can't help, but you're scared to push them away because you think, I need the money, or I want to say, I have another client with another 10K month. I need another testimonial. No, it's better to be in alignment with the people that you're working with than to have another testimonial from someone who you had to pull uphill in the wet mud to work with. Trust me, life is not that complicated. Make it easy for yourself. So one of the screening questions I have is, on a scale of 1 to 10, if you're less than a 10, please don't apply. Okay, I worded it in a certain way, but don't apply if you're less than a 10, because I can't work with you if you're less than a 10. Okay, I'm not dragging you through the mud. I am not dragging you through the mud for your own dream. It's your dream, not mine. I'm here to serve. I'm here to get you to where you need to be, but it's not my dream, it's yours. And then I also say about the money. My price is on my website, so it's not a secret. So they know how much it costs. And on that application form, I ask, are you able to invest this money now? And if so, will you be invested in paying in full or on the payment plan? I ask all those questions because when they get on the call, and I'm going to do a different video about my sales script and how that works. I'll do a different video for that. But when they get on the call, one of the things I reflect back to them is where they said they were a 10 and where they said they were able to invest before I invite them to work with me. So we just get that objection out of the way, because they don't say, oh, I was lying on my application form. I don't invite people in. I don't attract people who are lying on the application form. So that makes life so much easier for everyone. Okay, so that's number 5. You're not screening, so start screening. Find your way. You don't have to do it my way, but find the way that you align with to screen people so that you work in an environment, in a container that works for you and makes you alive, that makes you feel more alive. So number 6 is scheduling. What I learned from the cold calling job was there's certain times where when you schedule your calls or do the calls, you're more in alignment. And for this one, I always invite people to consider scheduling all the sales calls for the first week of the month. There's something really powerful about getting all your sales calls in by the first week of the month. And with high ticket sales, you don't need more than 10 people if you're selling a $100,000 offer, or more than 20 people if you're selling a $50,000 offer. So you can squeeze your calls into a week and be done with it. And that way you know how much income you already have. You know what's left to do. You know what you need to work on. You know how the sales are going. Is it the calls? Is it the clients you're getting? Is it you? What do you need to work on? How can you support yourself to grow with your sales? Do I need a coach? Do I just need to learn to, tweak my system or my script? But you get everything done the first week of the month, and you have all this time to do what you really love, which is coach. So that's number 6. And the 7th thing, the last thing on the list, just for this list, there's way more, is call on on Monday. That's what I do. And you can choose the day that works for you. But what I learned during that year or 6 months of cold calling was I would call people because I thought if I call them on Friday, it's the end of the week and they're happier. So I would save my calls, some of my calls till Friday. And people would say, oh, I'm so tired, call me on Monday. Let me get some sleep this weekend, some rest this weekend. And 90% of my sales, whether it was my cold calling days or when I was in direct sales, was always on a Monday. And in my coaching business, my calls where I get the most yeses, where I connect more, I'm in alignment with people, is Monday, because Monday is like January 1st. People have this mental thing where they think, okay, I'm refreshed. It's a fresh start. It's a new start. The same reason why you sell more in the first week of the year. Because on the first day of the week, people feel like I can do anything. I'm back. Last week was last week and I'm back again. So you identify the day that works for you. It could be every day. It could be every day that works for you. It's a choice. I just decided that Monday works for me. So I have evidence to prove that Monday works for me because that's what I told myself. It's my belief. So find the days or the day that works for you and call on those days. For me, it's Mondays between 9 a.m. and 2 p.m. is when I'm most in alignment, when I get my most yeses, and when people feel like they can do anything. So if you resonate with these 7 things that I've talked about, not just the weaknesses or the things that you are sabotaging you, but the strategies to shift them and what to do now, how to go forward, how to implement this and add money to your business, do more good in the world and do what you love doing, coaching your clients, then apply. I have a high ticket sales intensive. It's a VIP day and it's a 90-day experience where we dive deep into this. What am I selling? Who am I selling to? How am I selling? All of these things we've talked about and way more, and we'll go through the sales script in the sales lab and go back and forth. It's a private one-on-one relationship. It's just me and you diving deep into your sales for a VIP day and for 90 days and just really sinking our teeth into how you can add quickly and in alignment multiple 6 figures and 7 figures to your business within the next 18 months or 12 months or whenever you decide. The kicker is you're going to have to sell $25,000, $50,000 or $100,000 offers, because that's what I know allows people to quickly add income, radically increase their income while working less. If you resonate with this, come back for more, and the link to apply and to work with me is down below.